We're back on the Screen Team, and we're getting ready to review a few more movies for you. We got Jamie for the next two, and first up, Jamie, we got the movie Air America. This one is your basic Mel Gibson, Robert Downey Jr. in their heyday, and this one is set during... I think during the Vietnam War, right? But it's not held in Vietnam, right? It's in Cambodia or Laos. It's in Laos. Yeah. But we're not supposed to be in Laos, right?
Right. We're not there,
Air America, this is a fun movie to me, even though the subject material is very, very serious.
Yeah.
I find the movie to be fun and an enjoyable movie to watch. What are your thoughts on watching Air America?
Well, I hadn't seen this movie for a long time. It came out in 1990, right?
Somewhere around there, yeah.
And I think I actually saw it at the theaters. I was a Mel Gibson fan, Robert Downey Jr. fan at the time.
Sure.
It looked interesting enough. And then, back then you didn't really get to find out a lot of the specifics of how they put a story like this together, because Air America was a real thing that the CIA did, but this is... So they use that framework, that idea of, we're in Laos, but we're not supposed to be, because of the war and all that, doing these co-op things or covert things. That's what I meant to say. But then, like you said, it's kind of lighthearted and it's got some jokey stuff in it.
Yeah.
And them, picking on each other. The pilots are crazy.
They're eccentric for sure, man.
yeah, to say the least.
I mean, I love that introductory scene to Robert Downey Jr.'s character. He is a air traffic reporter. He's in the helicopter. He's in Los Angeles, and there's a big wreck going on, and he goes right down in the middle to check it out, and it gets into a shouting match with the trucker, man. That's classic. I thought it was good.
Funny, yeah.
So after that event happens, he gets fired. He's looking for a job, and the CIA comes in and says, "Hey, we need good pilots.
How'd you like to fly for America, son?" They don't say that, but they might as well have.
Yeah, for sure. So he goes, doesn't know what to expect, and he expects people that are crazier than Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah, and they are.
Go ahead.
No,
Jamie.
I was going to say, overall, it is an entertaining film,
Sure.
but and it does have some seriousness to it. It never gets too heavy or bloody, or like with violence or anything like. There's people shooting guns and the armies come in from here and there, that kind of thing. But it's a lot about what happens behind the scenes, what their missions are, and things like that.
Right.
And then you start to see where the crookedness is. It's not really, it's the ones that are in charge that, and it's not much of a spoiler really, because like
this movie's 30 years old.
Yeah, and that kind of, trope or whatever you want to call it has been used a lot in movies, like, ooh, you can't trust the man, and that kind of thing. So and that this one has that vibe.
Yeah, and
with good reason. So as the story evolves. So.
Now, I believe this movie is rated R, but like you said, there's not a lot of gore to it. There's not a lot of sexual scenes to it. I think it's more just language.
The language back then, that kind of language. It's got a few F-bombs, and it was enough to give you an R rating,
sure.
I would think. So, but nothing too bad. I mean, if my 15-year-old wanted to watch this, I would probably let him, because, like I said, there's nothing really. He's probably heard just as bad a language at school.
Sure.
I know I did when I was his age. So anyway,
is this a multi-watch movie for you? I know it's been a long time since you had seen it originally, but after seeing it again, has this opened the doors, or like, yeah, man, I want to see Air America more often?
Not really. And not to say
that's awesome.
It just isn't one of those kind of films. It's not like Shawshank or something that I can just watch from the middle to the end or whatever.
Yeah.
There's certain movies that are like that. It's entertaining. Like I said, if you're a fan of either one of these guys or both of them, then go ahead and see it, because they put in pretty adequate performances. They're not reinventing the wheel.
Yeah, it's true.
But it is an entertaining movie.
It's true. It's like Jamie said, it's entertaining. It's fun.
One of my favorite things about watching Mel Gibson back then, like you still hear the accent, the Australian thing,
right?
The way you say certain words, and you're like, oh, that's kind of funny. So, but yeah, it's not bad.
All right, so there you go. It's a not bad movie. It's kind of It's like that emoji. Meh. So there you go. It's called Air America. You can find it with Mel Gibson, Robert Downey Jr., and you can find it on DVD. All right, check it out. Jamie's going to stick with us. We're getting ready to review one of the most divisive movies of 2017, The Dark Tower. It's coming your way next, right here on the Screen Team.